Fix old cameras. Your successful completion of the demonstrated repair ultimately depends on the quality of your tools, the condition of your camera, and most importantly, your repair ability.
It was suggested by Dan Deo of the Shawnee Union YouTube channel that Fix Old Cameras produce a short video on how to remove a stuck filter. I suggested that video would only be 10 seconds long and it wouldn't really be worth the trouble. But Dan insisted that it was a video that people would want to see and that the time could be filled so the video could be lengthened a bit with some of the typical drivel that's in the Fix Old Camera videos. He's such a kidder, that Dan. Anyway, if you can endure a few minutes of the mentioned drivel, we will then get to a 10-second removal of a jam-damaged filter using nothing but a tool that is in the average toolbox. One way to attempt to remove the jam-broken filter is to file slots or cut slots with a hacksaw into the top of the filter ring so that a spanner wrench or a torque bar can be put into the slots, and then with enough pressure applied, the filter might break free. The filter rings are typically soft aluminum and file fairly easily, and doesn't require a lot of time and effort, but it still takes longer than 10 seconds. Once the slots are adequately cut, it's a time to apply the torque using a spanner wrench or a torque bar. At least that's what I'm going to call it. In this case, it's a steel ruler. Now, the problem with this application is that sometimes the lens and the filter can be so tight that when you apply the torque that you run the risk of damaging the focus helical. It is particularly a problem with newer plastic lenses. You can inadvertently shear the focus mechanism in your attempt to free the filter. But as promised, there is another way, the 10-second way. That is 10 seconds after the broken glass is removed from the damaged filter. Probably best to put it in a plastic bag or over a trash can while you're doing this. You don't want any of the glass shards to fly up and get into your eyes. To remove the stuck filter ring, you'll need a common pair of side cutters. Grip the edge of the filter ring and twist it in upon itself by cocking your wrist, and you will create a bend in the filter ring that creates space. The space relieves the tension on the threads, and the filter ring will thread out easily. Using a well-saturated cleaning rag, saturated with alcohol, cleaning the glass shards off the lens. Do not use a dry cleaning cloth to clean the glass shards away left by the broken filter. Using a dry cleaning cloth could allow the glass shards remaining to scratch the front of the lens element. There is one more technique that we can cover that will work sometimes will work when the threads of the filter are crossed. You can tell the threads are crossed when the spacing around the between the lens and the filter is not even. When this is the case, you can slip a sturdy but thin screwdriver into the narrowest part of the gap and pry up against the threads to see if you can get them to jump over the cross thread and back into position. How about a 10-second countdown? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you for watching. Inspired? Check back for new video postings.